Well, Shawn Michaels did the same thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, he wrestled in that one time at SummerSlam. I mean, I guess it happened a few more times, but I'm saying big pay-per-views. It was supposed to be a trilogy of matches, and it wound up being a one-off.
Yeah. And it's because Vader was not only dangerous, he smelled bad.
Yeah, and I guess, there were spots where, he was rough in house show matches, and Shawn was pretty vocal about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in SummerSlam, he got frustrated that Vader got lost in a spot or forgot a spot or whatever, but
Yeah.
it did not go well.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because we never really got to see peak Vader in the WWF. And I would have liked to have seen
Right.
peak Vader. Like, imagine him and Bret Hart, the matches they could have had together,
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, you've
Listen,
seen them all, Tony, and I know that you're going to feel some pressure to bullshit, but this is such rarefied air. I don't think you need to. You've seen them all. You've seen Shawn Michaels. You've seen Bryan Danielson. You've seen Bret Hart. You've seen Ric Flair. You've also seen Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, and you've seen them all at their best.
mm-hmm.
Who would you have a dream matchup? Like, if you could mix all those guys in there, throw in the Eddie Guerreros and anybody else, but like this guy at his peak against that guy at his peak, what would be like the Tony Schiavone dream matchup?
Oh, wow. It would be, I've mentioned this before, maybe not here, but it would be Ricky Steamboat against Kenny Omega.
Oh, wow.
I, to me, Brian Danielson is the single greatest wrestler of all time. And I've said that before. Uh, and I say that for so many reasons. Um, because of what a great person he is, what a level-headed guy he is, and how he went out and wrestled every time, every time Tony would ask him to, when he was in so much pain. And he just willed himself. So, right at the end there, Brian was like, God, I kept going to talk to him and say, Brian, man, you're just pushing this, buddy. Are you okay? And he said, well, I'm best I can be. But he would go out there and give it everything. So that's why I call him the best. I mean, Kenny Omega is one of the greatest ever I've ever watched.
Yes.
Will Ospreay is phenomenal. Um, but
You really have been blessed to work with the absolute best of all time.
yes, I have, including Flair and Steamboat and Hogan and Savage and holy shit.
Nobody's got a career like you, really, when you think about it. I mean, it's you and JR. I mean, you guys have called them all.
Yep. It's not lost on me either. I've said that before. Um, and I like seeing guys and girls get better and blossom out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of Mariah May and well, Tony Storm. Tony Storm has always been great,
Yes.
always. But she's at her peak right now by far.
No doubt.
Um, but another one is Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
The Kyle Fletcher that we first saw when Aussie Open first came and wrestled for us. That Kyle Fletcher is nothing like the Kyle Fletcher we see right now. He's had some phenomenal singles matches,
I agree with that.
and he has turned into just a tremendous worker. And you know what? uh, I love calling Mercedes Monet matches.
Really?
Yes, I think she puts a hell of an effort at each and every match she does.
Oh, well, there's no doubt there.
Yeah, and she's great. She really is. I didn't know what to expect with her because I had not seen many Sasha
Yeah.
Banks matches. But yeah, I think we have a great women's division. I'm
Oh, there's
sorry.
no doubt about that. An incredible women's division. Did you see that Charlotte Flair announced that she'll be in the Royal Rumble this weekend. She's finally back after more than a year off with that knee injury.
I did not know that, but that's good for her. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad she took the time off because some people like to push it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Boy, Ricky Steamboat in the prime of his career, there's nobody like him. You know, it's been a lot of fun getting to talk to Ricky and Robert.
Oh man, how fun were they in Knoxville?
Oh, God. Tremendous. Just
Talking about
tremendous.
how much snow they got.
Yeah.
Oh, I had 11 inches in Pensacola. Robert,
Mhm.
you've always had 11 inches.
Stuff like that.
So funny.
Got Flair and Vader both in the stands.
Yeah, and you got Hogan, Savage in the ring right now.
And Savage trying to tell Hogan, pay attention to the match, not that guy.
Vader looks like a villain from a movie.
Yeah. Go. I could read his lips. Go home, boy.
If you had to get one of their heads of hair, you don't have a choice. You got to pick. You want Savage's hair or Hogan's hair?
Savages.
Really?
Yeah.
If I was Randy Savage, I think I would have went just straight razor bald.
You would have?
Mike Dawkins bald. Yeah.
God, Mike Dawkins is coming. I see Mike Dawkins at more matches than I see some of the guys.
I know. They don't even see him at the office anymore. You know?
Yeah.
He went to the big porn convention in Las Vegas this weekend, home for one day after all those orgies and debaucheries.
You know, I looked up I looked up on the website for his firm.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, well, I just was curious, okay? If you look at website and you click on Michael Dawkins, they call him the gimmick attorney on there.
We came up with that on this show.
I know, and they
It's his
use it.
full-blown persona now.
Yeah, they use it on his bio on the website.
Yeah, if you go to gimmickattorney.com, you too can spend $2,500 trademarking some shit that has no value. So check it out at gimmicattorney.com.
Wow.
About 4 times a month, I get a text from somebody that says, "Hey, what do you think about me trademarking this phrase?" It'll be the stupidest, dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Do you have Mike Dawkins' number?" That motherfucker better know that I wear a 12 double E.
I don't know what I'd do without him, to be honest with
He's
you.
the best, man. What a
Yeah.
great guy.
Yeah, he's my man.
I got to spend some time with your man in Knoxville. It's always a treat to go to an AEW show and spend the end of the night with a few minutes with Matt Schiavone
Yeah.
after he's been in the pressure cooker of producing a live television show.
Yeah, he's always in a good mood.
Yeah. He looks like
Like he's been run over by a fucking truck. Yeah.
on the Peanuts cartoon,
Yeah.
Charlie at the end of the day.
Yeah.